So here we can talk about the autocorrelation function of the random process, and we can define the autocorrelations of the random process as the product of expectation of the two random variable x of t1 and x of t2, which will be obtained by observing the random process x of t at time t1 and t2 respectively. So you will get Rx of t1 comma t2, that will be equal to E of x of t1 x of t2. So here if you solve, you can write that as a x1 x2 into the PDF. It means what? You are supposed to take here probability density functions of both x1 of t and x2 of t. So you can take f x of t1 x of t2 of x1 comma x2 dx1 dx2. We are supposed to take the integration of that. So you will get the autocorrelation functions, and you can write that as Rx of t1 comma t2, that will be equal to Rx into t2 minus t1. Now we have seen here f of x of t1 x of t2, that is nothing but it is the second order probability density function of the random process x of t. So we can say it is as a joint probability distributive functions. Now we can talk about the autocovariance of the random process. These equations will be needed throughout the unit. So here we can see about the autocovariance. We can define autocovariance for the random process mathematically as C of x of t1 comma t2, that will be equal to E of x of t1 minus mu x into x of t2 minus mu x. So here we can say we are supposed to rewrite that equations, reconvert, like we can write Cx of t1 comma t2, that will be equal to Rx t2 minus t1. So this is nothing but autocorrelations minus mu x square. So it is the mean square. So we can say here these are the function of the time difference t2 and t1. t2 minus t1. So we can determine the autocovariance if we are having the values of mean and the autocorrelations. So we can say autocorrelation and the mean only provide a partial description. If we are having mu x of t, that will be equal to mu x, and Rx t1 comma t2, that will be equal to Rx t2 minus t1. We can say the random process will be wide sense stationary random process. We can say that process will be WSS. So here the class of strictly stationary process with infinite second order moment is the subclass of the class of all stationary processes. So here the first order and the second order moment may not be exist. So we can say the autocorrelation function is the most important parameter of the random process, because it will give us the spectral information of the random process, and the frequency content of the random process will depend on how rapid is the change in the amplitude with time, and more rapidly the random process changes with time, there will be the more rapidly autocorrelation function Rx of t1 comma t2 will decrease from its maximum value. So here we have seen about the autocovariance function of the random process. Now we can talk about the properties of autocorrelation functions. We can redefine our properties, like you can see here the equations. if we are considering g of t, which will be a non-periodic deterministic signal which will be expressed as some function of a time t. So by definitions we can take it's the Fourier transform of the signal g of t, which will be taken as the integration minus infinite to infinite g of t e to the power minus j pi 2 pi ft dt. So here we are supposed to take the j value as a complex variable. So you can take that as a square root of minus 1, and variable f will denote the frequency. So we can take here the Fourier transform g of f. So the original signal g of t, it will be recovered exactly using the formula for the inverse Fourier transform. So here are the mathematical equations. So you will supposed to understand how we are supposed to take the Fourier transform. So here now we can take its inverse Fourier. So instead of g of f, we are supposed to take g of t. You will get g of t that will be equal to integration minus infinite to infinite capital G of f e to the power minus j 2 pi ft df. So for the Fourier transform of signal g of t to exist, it is sufficient but not necessary that g of t will satisfy three conditions that will be known collectively as a Dirichlet conditions. So here these conditions are given as follows. You can see here. The function g of t is a single valued with finite number of maxima and minima in any finite time interval. The function g of t, which will has the finite number of discontinuities in any finite time interval, and the function g of t is absolutely integrable. So that we can take as integration minus infinite to infinite modulus of g of t dt, that will be less than infinite. So here we may go one further step and state all the energy signals, that is signal g of t, for which you will get integration minus infinite to infinite g of t square dt, that will be less than infinite. So here we can refer that the Fourier transform modulus of g of f as the magnitude spectrum of the signal g of t, and refer to the Argand g of f, that will be defined as its phase spectrum. Now we can see about the delta functions, Dirac delta functions. So if we are talking about the Fourier transform, we can say that will be only applicable to the time functions, which will satisfy the Dirichlet conditions. So such functions will include the energy signals. However, it would be highest desirable to extend this theory in two ways. These are nothing but to combine the Fourier series and Fourier transform into a unified theory, so that Fourier series may be treated as a special case of the Fourier transform. And we can include the power signal. So power signal is nothing but the signal for which the average power is finite in list of signal to which we may apply the Fourier transform. So here the Dirac delta functions denoted by delta of t, and it will be defined as having zero amplitude everywhere except t equal to 0. So here when t equal to 0, it will have infinite large in such a way that it contains the unit area under its curve. That is delta of t equal to 0 if t is not equal to 0. And if t equal to 0, it will be have maximum value. So we can take integration minus infinite to infinite delta of t dt, that will be equal to 1. So here we can see the some properties of Fourier transform. For linearity, for the time scaling, how to denote the duality, time shifting, frequency shifting, area under transform, area under inverse transform, differentiation in time domain, integration in time domain, conjugate functions, multiplication in both time domain, convolutions in the time domain. I will share these PPTs with you. You can see the equations. So here we are supposed to see some random binary waves. So the pulses are represented by plus minus a. holes. It means what? Here they have given mean equal to 0 and the first complete pulse will start at TD. So here if we are taking f of TD of that will be equal to 1 of t if TD value is greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to capital T, and it will be 0 elsewhere. So here during L minus 1 t less than t minus TD less than nt, the presence of plus a or minus a is a random. So we can say here when modulus of Tk minus Ti will be greater than T and Tk and Ti are not in the same pulse interval. Hence, you will get x of Tk and x of Ti are the independent. So, the sample of the random binary value will taken as follows. Ergodic process. So if we are taking the in simple averages of the random process x of t that are the average across the process, we can take the long term average or averages along the process. So here we can calculate the DC value of the x of t, the random variable, as I have x of t that will be equal to 1 of 2t integration minus t to t x of t dt, and we are saying if x of t is a stationary, we can calculate its e of I of x of t that will be equal to 1 by 2t integration minus infinite to e minus t to t e of x of t dt. So here we can say the mu of x of t will represent unbiased estimate of mu x, and the process is ergodic in the mean if limit t tends to infinite I of x t that will be equal to I of x, and if limit t tends to infinite its variance I of x t that will be equal to 0. So we can say the time averaged autocorrelations functions that will be calculated as Rx of del comma t that will be equal to 1 upon 2d integration minus infinite to infinite x of t plus del x of t dt. So here we can say about the ergodic process. Remaining we will see in the next class. Thank you.